What's really holding you back from shredding down to the 10% body fat Greek god physique that every guy wants?
And why? Your physiology doesn't care about how you feel. It's just the facts. And you either play the game or the game plays you. Here's exactly where you're going wrong.
Look, I know the word metabolism likes to be thrown around heaps, and all the fear-mongering that you'll see online, all the fitness coaches saying, "Ooh, your metabolism's going to adapt, blah, blah, blah." For those that don't know me, my name is Jad. I'm a medical student, and I help men like you forge the hero physique without sacrificing their personal goals. And let me tell you, the amount of stuff I've seen lately online talking about your metabolism working against you. It's just your hormones. I have a fast metabolism. I have a slow metabolism. All these excuses, they just get thrown around because they are, quite frankly, just excuses. And in this video, don't worry. If you don't know what I mean by metabolism, if you don't understand how this all works and everything just seems so confusing to you, don't worry, because my approach is no bullshit. I'm not just going to tell you what you want to hear so that you can then buy my program. If you want to book a call with me to chat about how you can go from where you are now to the exact physique that you want in a matter of 4 months, go check the link in the description. But by the end of this video, I'm going to show you exactly what is happening inside your body that leads to the so-called metabolism being a problem. The good news is that it is all within your control. With just a few strategies I'm going to show you in this lecture, everything's going to make sense. And you're going to understand why you've been dealing with the slow metabolism that has stopped you from losing fat all along. Let's get into it.
All right, bro. Here's what most people do in their quest to drop body fat. They start off by thinking, because they're told everywhere they look online that they need to be in a calorie deficit, they think they just need to slash their calories, eat less, and they're going to be dropping body fat. And you've probably heard this somewhere. 1 kilogram of fat contains 7,700 calories. So if you want to lose 1 kilogram of fat, you have to be in a 7,700 calorie deficit. You can do that over a month. So that would be around 500 calorie deficit every single day. So if you eat 500 calories below your maintenance, you're going to lose 1 kilogram of fat every month. You've probably heard that. Now, here's why this is, in reality, not exactly what happens. What most people do, they do what everyone else does. They cut their calories because, if I need to lose fat, I need to be in a calorie deficit, right? So they reduce calories. Now, little do they realize their body doesn't operate the same way like an equation does. Our bodies are an adaptable, smart machine. What happens more often than not is your calories out reduces as well. This is what is known as adaptive thermogenesis. Your calories out reduces to combat the fact that you've given yourself less calories than what you're used to operating at. This doesn't happen through random luck. It doesn't happen through genetics. If you only focus on reducing your calories and doing nothing else, you are going to fail miserably. Here's what I teach my students in the Hero Body System, and I'm going to show you guys today for free. Alright, so listen up. Your metabolism isn't in starvation mode, and it's not against you. You just haven't learned how to play the game. There's a way to overcome this adaptation. It happens through a variety of mechanisms that control your metabolism. Let me explain these real quick, because nowadays metabolism has become some buzzword that people throw around, but here's what it actually is. Here is your metabolism. It's not a genetic thing that you're born with, and it's not something that is random luck that just sabotages you all of a sudden because of your hormones. All right, it's composed of 4 parts, 4 components. The biggest component is your BMR. This is your basal metabolic rate. This is the energy that you use to stay alive. And funny enough, this is primarily determined by the amount of lean muscle that you have on your frame. Because muscle is quite expensive, calorie expensive to maintain. So the more muscle you have, the more calories you're going to burn at rest. Think of the muscle you have in your body as passive income. And this is why you need to be doing resistance training. Training hard and building muscle properly. The more muscle you have, the more calories you burn by doing nothing during your sleep. Passive income. And this is why, being jacked is going to help you burn more calories. Building muscle is going to help you burn more calories, which is going to make it easier for you to get shredded without trying. You understand? Effortlessly. All right, back to the board. The second component is your NEAT. This is the non-exercise activity thermogenesis, which means the calories that you burn outside of the gym and cardio, whilst brushing your teeth, whilst walking to the fridge, whilst raising your eyebrows, right? The calories that you use outside exercise. Now, what you will notice is this blue part, that the non-exercise part is actually more than cardio. Would you look at that? You know, this actually is composed of up to 25 to 30% of your total metabolism, right? So this is where the notion that you need to do endless cardio or live in the gym to lose belly fat is completely wrong. This is why with the Hero Body system, I have gotten clients to drop 5 to 10 kilograms of body fat with as little as 3 hours a week, guys. It's not as hard and not as time consuming as people make it out to be. So you've reduced your calories, your body is going to all of a sudden get that signal and try to save energy. So what actually ends up happening when you slash calories, you're not going to feel as energetic. So naturally, you're going to move less throughout the day. Subconsciously, without even realizing, you're going to move less. You're going to feel a bit more tired, so you're not going to pace like you usually do. You're not going to fidget like you usually do. You're not going to have energy to go on walks, right? Because you're lower calories. So as a result, your NEAT is actually going to go down. You're going to have a step count. Steps are, in my opinion, the superior way to increase your caloric expenditure. Walking 10,000 steps plus every single day is going to do wonders for melting that fat off your body. The reason being, steps are going to be a great low impact way to increase the amount of calories you burn without adding stress to your system. You're already creating that stress with resistance training. So the last thing you need is to stress your body even more with some high intensity cardio work. Of course, that will work. And I'd always suggest clients to just do the cardio that you enjoy, because that's the thing that you're going to be able to do consistently. Third aspect is digestion. This is the calories that you burn to digest food. There is a way to increase the calories you spend digesting food, increasing your protein, getting 2.2 grams per kilogram of body weight of protein every single day. So if I weigh 80 kg, I have to get at least 180 grams of protein every single day. What is this going to do? For every 100 calories of protein you eat, your body uses 25 calories to digest it. Compared to carbs and fats, it's around 5 calories to do so. So this is why protein is not only superior for building more muscle, aka increasing your BMR, also going to increase the amount of calories you burn per day. And also, more protein is going to help you feel more full, which is going to make it easier to stick to the low calorie diet that you've set yourself. You must be eating high in protein. Simply just reducing your calories is not going to do enough. You might lose weight, but you're not going to actually build the physique you want. You're just going to be smaller. All right. And the last part is your cardio. And you will notice this is the smallest part of your metabolism, up to only 10%, depending on how much you do. So whilst, doing more cardio is going to help you burn more calories, it is actually non-essential. And I've gotten to my body fat percentage without even doing cardio on a consistent basis. The other 23 hours of your day outside the 1 hour cardio you do is going to be much more essential. See how this is all coming together, guys? This is very intuitive. And this is how the Hero Body system works. Intuitive. It should feel natural. It should feel intuitive. Your body wants to get rid of fat. You've gone against the laws of nature by putting on the amount of fat that you've got on your frame right now. It's not normal. Society has tricked us into thinking being fat is the normal thing. Your body is not meant to be fat. You're meant to be walking around at 15, 12, 10% body fat. Whoever says that's unhealthy doesn't know what they're talking about. Or maybe they've tried to get there in the past and they felt like shit because they haven't been following these principles. All right? So now that I've taught you how your metabolism actually works, you can now stop playing the victim card and go ahead and implement all this information I've given you. But what I've noticed is most people don't need more information. And I'm sure some other coaches probably told you the exact same thing I have now. People don't need more information. They need help with implementation. So if you've tried to lose fat in the past, or you're trying to lose fat now, and you're struggling to make the progress you expect, sustainable progress, press the link in the description to book a free call and I'll help you build out a system in your lifestyle that seems effortless, allowing you to do these fundamentals on a consistent basis to get you start looking, feeling, and performing like an absolute superhero. The body of your dreams. Let's make it happen, bro. Let's go.